Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata76. As you may remember, Bhima killed Baka. Quietly, Bhima left the body of Baka at the gateway of the city and went to the house where they were staying. He returned the empty card to the Brahmin and asked him not to talk about the real killer. Then he went and bathed and went to sleep. He had eaten too much food. In the morning, the people of the city were amazed to find the body of Baka at the gateway. They did not know how it happened. They knew whose turn it was to send food to the Rakshasa that day. They came to the Brahmin and asked him how it happened. Already coached by Bhima, the Brahmin said, "Seeing me crying, some gifted person from the heavens came and told me that he would carry the food to the monster and kill him too. I did what he asked me to do. He went away. I have not seen him since." Chapter 31, The Brahmin's Story. The Pandavas continued to live in the house of the Brahmin even after killing Baka. One day a Brahmin traveler came to the house of the Brahmin to stay for the night. He had been to many countries. They welcomed him. In the night, when their work was all done, they all crowded round him and asked him to tell them about his wanderings and about the interesting things he had seen on the way. They had been alone all these days, and the coming of a stranger from another country was a great event for them. They wanted to know how the world had received the news of the terrible burning of the house of Lak and the tragic death of the Pandavas. The Brahmin told them about his wanderings and then said, "The real mission on which I have been made to travel like this is to tell the world about the Swayamvara of a princess. It has been arranged by Drupada, the king of the Panchalas, in his city, Kampilya. The princess is his daughter Draupadi. She was born from the sacred fire, along with her brother Drishtadyumna. The Pandavas expressed a desire to hear more details about the Swayamvara." The Brahmin said, "There is a very long and interesting story behind the birth of these two and about this Swayamvara too. If you're willing to listen, I'm willing to talk." There were two friends called Drona and Drupada who studied together in the ashram of Bharadwaja. When they were together, Drupada told Drona one day that he would share his kingdom with Drona when he became the king of the Panchalas. The Pandavas knew the story only too well, but for the sake of courtesy and because they did not have the heart to dampen the enthusiasm of the garrulous Brahmin, who seemed to enjoy telling a story, they did not let him know that they already knew. He told them all about the Guru Dakshina paid by Arjuna, the greatest of the disciples of Drona. Drupada was amazed and charmed by the prowess of this young man, continued the Brahmin. Indeed, so great was his admiration that he told himself, "There is no one in the world like Arjuna." Also, Drupada's hatred for Drona was born in that moment. The Brahmin paused for breath. The Pandavas sat up. They did not know this part of the story. This hatred of Drupada for their Acharya Drona was news to them. They were now listening intensely. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.